good times roll. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. I don't care if you're young or old. Come on and let the good times roll. Yeah. I want you to clap your hands and tap your feet and let the good times roll. 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 Oh, let's get together, everybody, and let the good times roll. Here we go. Repeat after me. Let the good times roll. 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 Let the times roll. Oh, I don't care if you're young or old now. Let the good times roll. Thank you very, very much.
Dave Capteen, bass player. Wonderful. How many of you think you've seen Dave before? Does he look familiar? That's right, the Lord of the Rings. Correct. Yeah, it's so nice to see you play. I didn't know you played bass also, but it's amazing. That's his second job. Did you know that? But he's not casting spells, he's playing the bass. I'm Ken, and I play saxophone and clarinet. I need some volunteers. If you're not busy fishing, could you get my saxophone? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Wow, this is good. Okay. All right. All right. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, now get off the stage. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, now I want you to line up here. Stand up straight. Let's see. Line up here. Stand up straight. Come on.
There we go.
Stand up straight. Come on, stand up straight. Are you standing up straight? Okay, that's good. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Good, good. All right. Now, first thing I need from you, I need somebody to, would you like to see the clarinet laugh? Okay. Oh, Mr. Wise Guy. All right. Do you have a joke to tell? Do you have a good joke? Wait. Let me get my clarinet first. This is going to be good, I think. Anything that starts out, why did Batman, is going to be good. All right, let me. Okay. I want you to hold this and tell the joke. All right?
Why did Batman cross his legs?
Why?
Because he needed to go to the bathroom.
See? Pretty good. Let's hear it. That was a good joke. That was very good. I'm going to use that one. Okay, now, here's what we're going to do. Well, first of all, I'm just going to show you the clarinet has a range that goes from this. Thank you. Good catch. And it can go higher. Would you like it to go higher? Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Wherever. Anyway, it's fine.
You get out. Okay. You have to tell me if you want higher.
Higher. Higher.
Oh. So that's the clarinet, and do you want to hear something fast or slow?
Either way is fine.
Either way is fine. You're so agreeable. I like that. Either way is fine.
That's a good name for a song.
Very good. Okay. Very fast or just fast?
Very fast.
Very fast or very fast?
Very fast.
Oh boy. Okay. Uh-oh. All right. We're gonna start playing, and then you tell me if you want it faster. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's do clarinet polka. You play that? Okay. Play. I got rhythm. Okay. We'll start here. 1, 2, 1. You have to say if you want it faster. We're gonna move things over to my friend Ehud, and he plays piano, and he's such a great piano player that he does a thing called stride piano. Can you just show them?
Yeah.
Slowly, just show them.
So, So normally, Gary told you why the drums are the best, but the truth is the piano is the best instrument because it's because it can do everything. So we all know. Right? We all play that's a famous song. But with the piano, I can be the whole band. So I can go. So I'm playing the bass, I'm playing the chords, like that, and then I play the melody, and then I do all this I do only with my left hand, and then I play the melody in the right hand.
Hey, Ehud, could you show them just the left hand?
Yeah.
See, they call that stride piano. You know why they call it stride? Anybody? What is stride?
Probably gonna guess is what I'm noticing is his hand is constantly going to the bass and then go to another position, kind of like in a little bit of a pattern.
That's exactly right, yeah. And if you stride down the street, what are you doing? Forward march, walking. That's right. Give her $1 for that answer, please.
What?
He's going to give you $1 for answering correctly. I'm just kidding. But so you walk. So could you do that thing?
Yeah.
All right? That tempo. Just the left hand. See? Come on, follow me. A little faster. Not that fast. Backwards. Forwards. Faster. Slower. Very slow. Faster. Slower. Faster. Stop. Which one of you moved? Look, oh, he's looking away. It was you, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. All right, you get up here. Come up here. Right now. You're going to follow me now. Faster. Backwards. Faster. Backwards. You're pretty good, actually. What's your name?
Connor.
Connor? How do you spell that?
Connor.
Wrong. You know how you spell that? T-H-A-T. Oh! Get it? That's how you spell that. T-H-A-T. No? Not funny? Okay. Let's hear it for Connor. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all. Thanks for your help. That's the stride piano. You have your. Did you bring an instrument? Well, we have. Do you want to play it? Okay. What? Did anybody else bring instruments? You did.
These instruments.
You brought. He brought his hands. I like those instruments. You want to stay up here and play percussion with your hands? Okay. Let's hear it for Connor. You're my pal for the rest of the day, okay, Connor? All right, good. It's a deal.
You got a guitar player, too.
That's right. And what's your name?
Rihanna.
Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Rihanna, and how do you spell that?
Rianna.
Wrong. How do you spell that?
R-I.
No. Connor. Tell her how to spell.
T-H-E-T.
Yes, correct. Thank you, Connor. Thanks. What do you play on the guitar?
Usually I make up my own songs.
That is exactly what Claire D was talking about, improvising. Would you like to hear Rihanna make up her own song? And in fact, Aaron Johnson, our fisherman, is going to accompany her on the alto saxophone. Aaron, is that good? Do you like that? No? You're not. I know, but he needs a job. Look at him. He's dressed like that. He needs to buy some white socks and shoes that go with the rest of the outfit. What if you start and then he comes up and joins you after? Is that okay? Maybe. Okay. Maybe. Aaron, we'll get back to you.
Solo thing.
He's got. Okay. Why don't we? Okay. Were you ready for Rihanna? Here we go.
First, I got a little something to say.
Okay.
You know when we had a lot of rain? Yeah. I made up my own song at home when you can, about that rain.
Let's hear it. Thank you. Okay, let's hear that. There you go. There you go. Connor, we're going to clap.
Rain, 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 rain. I had splashed with you in the puddle
Let's hear it for Rihanna. That was a great song. And Connor on percussion. Thank you. That was so good. Thanks, guys. Why don't you sit over there with Claire D right now? That was so nice. One more round of applause for Rihanna on her original song, which was really beautiful. That was great. You have a career, young lady. That was a great song. That's good. And Connor, you're going to be a great drummer, right, Gary? Yeah. Great sense of rhythm. Whoa. Wow. Gary just gave him his sticks. Gave Connor his sticks. Thanks, Gary. Wow. Okay.
Now, I'm a vocalist. Everybody say vocalist. A vocalist is just a musician who uses his or her voice to sing, but we're still musicians. Now, jazz. How many of you listen to jazz?
Whoa. Yeah.
This is fantastic. So that means the show's over. We don't have to talk about it.
Let's go.
Well, we're so glad. That makes us happy. Yeah. It makes us really happy that you are familiar with the music. Jazz is American music. It started well over 100 years ago in New Orleans by African Americans, mixing African rhythms with rhythms from Europe, creating something brand new. The one thing that really makes jazz special is that we get to improvise. Everybody say improvise.
Improvise.
I know you know what that means, right? What does it mean? Anyone? Anybody? You don't have to follow it. You play along. Anyone else? Yes.
Playing music, not everybody is playing the same instrument.
You know what? All of you are right. It's playing along and not always playing the same instrument. What improvisation is making it up as we go along. It's kind of like having a conversation. We don't always know what we're going to say to the person that we're talking to. The key to improvisation is listening, and we make it up. And in jazz music, we can take any song, and I mean any song whatsoever, improvise on it, and make it sound better. How many of you know the ABC song? Nobody? All right, it's so simple. I want you to all sing it with us. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And you know the rest of the song. Now with jazz, we can take that same melody and change it. Improvise so it sounds different. I know what you're saying. Claire D, how are you going to do that? It's real easy. I'm going to sing the melody, but you'll be listening to see that sometimes I might take a note in that melody and sing it very, or I might sing it very low. I could repeat, or even slide. I taught Beyonce how to do that. I did. And the high note, Mariah Carey has nothing on me. So now listen very carefully as the musicians are going to sing the ABC song the way we all learned it. But listen to how I improvise and make it sound different. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Z. Did you hear the difference? Yeah. Now you have to talk back because we can't see you. We can hear you, but that's how we improvise. Now my job as a vocalist is to tell you stories, and I do that using lyrics. Lyrics is just a fancy name for words. Now I want you to listen as I sing a song that I absolutely love. It has a great story. It's called I Hear Music. Listen to the lyrics, which comprise the story. I hear music, mighty fine music, the murmur of a morning breeze up there, the rattle of my footsteps down the stair. Sure, that's music, mighty fine music, the singing of a sparrow in the sky, the perking of the coffee right nearby. But let me tell you all about my favorite melody. It's you, my little singers, singing along with me. Yes, indeed, I hear it. Don't you hear it? It's mighty fine music. And anytime my day is going wrong, I get me out of bed and sing. I sing this song. Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce you now to one of the world's best percussionists. His name is Gary Hobbs. And Gary's going to talk to you about what he plays and how he plays it and what his job is as a jazz musician.
Good afternoon. First of all, we need to realize that drummers rule the universe. We control everything. The time, how the beat stays steady, how it feels, how loud things are, how soft they are, how much sound is in the air, and how much silence is in the air. What I'm going to do is play a little bit of a song on the drums. Can you play St. Thomas, the melody for me, about here? Hear that melody? Okay, now what I'm going to do is play that song on the drums all by myself. So I'm going to be playing melody, I'm going to be hearing chords in my head, the harmony, and I'm also going to be playing different sounds. I'm going to use my hands a little bit, and I'm going to use some chopsticks and get some different sounds.
By the way, the melody is the part of the song that we all hum. That's the part that you always remember. Listen to the melody as Gary plays it.
So as I played that, I was using all the same elements of music that my fellow musicians, instrumentalists, and vocalists use. I'm hearing the melody of the song, the chords that go with it. I'm hearing a bass line, and I'm improvising. I'm making things up. If I did this again right now, it wouldn't sound the same. It would all be created in the moment. Drums rule a lot. Many times people think of us just as being timekeepers, but that's not all we do. I just want to make sure everybody understands there's two things. All drummers that are really good musicians, and all humans are drummers at some level or another. So remember that and continue your drumming.
Does anybody have a question for Gary about what he's doing? Especially the young ones.
I have a question for Gary to answer for the young ones.
Okay.
Regarding meters and different time signatures, and maybe how you can identify that to the kids. Okay. How you've explored that in the past. The question is about odd time signatures, meaning something that's odd in number, like 3, 5, 7, 9. Most of the music we play in America is 4/4, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like the swing music is kind of like rock music is. When you get into odd meter, like for example 7/4 time, 7/4 time, I wouldn't sit there and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because that gets very static. I would feel how you cut that rhythm up into different groups. For example, 2, 2, and 3, that equals 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Those are called subdivisions. That 3 could be the second thing. It could be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Or it could be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. The most important part is to feel that, and as soon as you can, to quit counting it. Usually, strong melodies and strong songs that are in odd meters just ended up being in an odd meter. They weren't written to be an odd meter song. In other words, don't force the issue of it, and learn how to count them and feel the subdivisions.
Another question for Gary? All right, I have a question for you, Gary. Something I am just in awe of is the independence, having to use both hands and both feet to play this instrument. Is that how do you learn that?
It's very similar to athletics. I mean, I didn't start playing drums till my last year of high school, but I played sports, and all the things that I used to learn how to control a bat, or to shoot a ball, or to play football, those kind of things are repetitive muscle activity, and you end up having muscle memory. The coordination part of it, the only way you can really achieve it is repetition, repetition, repetition. But you end up setting one tempo with one hand, and then you figure out how to play like twice as fast with your left hand than your right hand. Then change it and play twice as fast here and slower over here. Then you add your feet, but the only way to do it is actually to do it in a repetitive manner. And if you can look at it like a score of music where you would have flutes, clarinets, saxophones, look down the line and see when all 4 of your limbs are coming down together. When is it only 3 limbs? When is it only 1 limb? And that kind of thing. And then just repeat it until it becomes part of your muscle memory.
How about it for Gary? He's going to do a song for us right now. like to introduce you now to Dave Capteen, our bassist. He's going to talk to you a little bit about his instrument.
So the bass is like the foundation of the music in sound and harmony. And it also locks in with the rhythm of the drummer. It's kind of, I like to think of it too as kind of like a river, and there's all these boats and ships floating on it and relying on it. So it's kind of a constant stream of sound. Just to demonstrate, like play an F blues just comping without bass, and then I'll play bass like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And now listen to it, how the bass fills up the sound and creates this kind of sonic river. So you can hear that fills up this space in the sound, and yeah, it's a very low sounding instrument. Oh, and that was a walking bass line. I don't know if you've heard that term. So I'm playing on each pulse. I'm playing on each quarter note. I'm playing a note from the chord changes, and it kind of creates a sort of like guideposts for the other musicians to use as kind of reference points as they're improvising. They can hear these harmonic guideposts as they go by. So it's the rhythm and then the sound and the harmony. That's all part of the role of being a bass player. Oh yeah, so if you could just count with me like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then I'll play a bass line. And keep counting, and then now if you can clap your hands on 2 and 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
I know, that was a nice song. So what would you like to do?
Really?
Yeah.
A little 12-bar blues in A?
Okay, 12-bar blues at A. And I'm sorry, what is your name?
Janet.
Janet. Let's hear it for Janet. Okay. So we're going to kind of wrap things up here, but we want to know, do you have any questions? Anybody? No? Yes, sir.
For a bass player, for jazz, when does the bow come into play?
When does the bow come into play for the bass player in jazz? Just answer the question. Speak right into the microphone. Don't be shy. Go ahead and talk. Right. Oh.
Sometimes it's used to play melodies, or sometimes I take a solo on the bow. So it's nice at the very end too, just to play a long tone.
So I think what he's trying to say is whenever he feels like it. That is the answer. I guess it depends on the texture, and it is right. It's your kind of your mood and what you yeah. Any other questions? Because oh yes.
Can anyone share a story of what inspired him to start playing music?
Yeah, it's usually for many of us it's listening to music, and something sends off a spark inside of you. For me personally, I grew up listening to the Beatles at the same time as Duke Ellington and Benny Goodman and all those people. So, and in my house, in my family, we listened to everything, all kinds of music together. So we didn't separate forms of music. We would listen to classical music, jazz. But it really was, believe it or not, that when I heard the Beatles, that made me want to play music. And when I heard players like Benny Goodman and Jimmy Hamilton from the Duke Ellington Band, that made me focus on the clarinet. So that's kind of what did it for me. What was it for you?
Well, I come from a very musical family, so we all learned how to play instruments, and we also sang. And just listening, like you said, and we did listen to everything. In fact, all of us love all kinds of music. We just seem to gravitate toward playing jazz, but I just love music. It's just in there.
Right. Yes. Question for Connor.
Connor, what do you want to play when you grow up? I want to play jazz.
Whoa. Thank you, Connor. I think you will, too. I think you will. So, you know what we're going to do? Clarity kept talking about improvising. So for the end, we're going to play a giant song that combines everything you've heard so far. I'm making this up as I go along. So we're going to start with Janet and the 12-bar blues in A. We're then going to morph right into Rihanna's song, right? And we're all going to join in on this, too. And then Connor's going to keep playing percussion. You're going to play those sticks, okay? In fact, you can play... Oh, did you hear what he said? He said you can play any of this if you want. You can hit the cymbals. That's so nice. Gary, you're fired. Okay, and then we're going to wind up with Clarity singing scatting, and you're going to join her. Is that good with everybody? All right, so here we go. This is an original composition called "Why Is He Wearing Fishing Gear Indoors at a Concert?" in the key of A. Here we go. Okay, come on, Rihanna. I'll tell you what to say. Okay? Okay. I'll start with the blues in A. 1, 2, 3.
please. And it's real easy to scat. We're just making up sounds, so repeat after me. Ooh bop shabam. Squilly dilly dee. Ooly ooly oy oh. Wah wah wah. That, you see how easy that was? So, that was great. Ooh boo loo. Shilly doolly wow. Wah bo 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 bo. Wally doo blow. Shilly doo boo. Shilly bow bow. Oli oh. Lily lily oh. You guys are magnificent. Now, I would like to invite Naya. Are you in the audience, Naya? There she is. Come on up. Everybody give a nice round of applause to Naya. She, I understand, is a big star. And I'd like for you to do some singing with me. Come on this side. You nervous?
Yeah.
Don't be. I'm starstruck because of you.
Thanks.
No. Schooly-doodly-wah-bah.
Scooby-Doo-Doo-Wah-Bah.
Billy-doo-you-bee-boo.
Boo-doo-doo-boo-doo-boo.
Shilly-boo-boo-boo.
Shilly-boo-boo-boo.
Wah-da-doo-boo.
Wah-da-doo-whoa. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, shoo-ba-ba-da-ba-da, oh, oh, oh. Wa-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba, da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba, shoo-doo. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba, woo. Sking-a-bang, ba-ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-ba-ba, shoo-bang, ba-ba-da-da-da. Skooly-doo-da, ba-ba, shoo-bang, shoo-bang.
I'm ready for Naya. We are. You ready? Here we go. Ooby-doob-lee.
Ooba-doob-lee.
Shee-la-doob-lo-do.
Shee-ba-looba-looba.
Wee-doo-boo-doo.
Wee-doo-boo-doo.
A-lo-do-lo-do-le-do.
A-lo-do-lo-le-lo.
A-do-bo-bo-boo-da-ba-ba-da.
A-do-ba-do-ba-de-la-ba-da.
Shee-da-doo-ba-dee-yo.
Shoo-ba-doo-de-do.
Lo.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey, ho, ho, ah. Shilly-bully-wah.
Shoo-da-boo-doo-wah.
La-da-do.
La-da-la-la.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
A-do-ba-do-ba-do.
Shee-doo.
Shoo-doo.
Ah.
Deep high.
Be-doo-bo-bo.
Ba-do-lo-lo.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
Dee-doo-dee.
Naya, Rihanna,
Connor, Janet,
and Janet.
and thank you all. Thank you so much. Claire D, Aaron, Ehud, Dave, Gary, and hope you've enjoyed yourselves, and hope you come to our show tonight. We're going to have some fun. We've got a whole set of music with this fantastic group, and then we're going to have the legendary comedian Pete Barbuti, who was one of Johnny Carson's favorite comedians, David Letterman's favorite comedians. He's going to do a whole segment tonight. So thank you very much, and we'll see you later. Thanks. Thanks, everybody.